The Man of Steel, issue number 6 of 6. And this is the end of Bendis' Man of Steel miniseries that I guess is going to lead up into Action Comics and the Superman standalone run. Oh, this series. Alright, so I'm one of those people, I believe the first issue of this series was okay. Just okay. Like, I know a lot of people, there were some people out there that were like praising the crap out of it and said, oh, Bendis is turning things around. He just needed a new, location, and he just needed to get out of Marvel, and he's back to his old awesome self again. And I was like, really? Like, I don't know. The first issue or two were okay, but they were nothing special. Like, they were nothing to write home about. They were just okay. And then the rest of the issues in this run have been pretty bad, especially the last issue. The last issue was very caca poo poo. I still can't believe that got past the editors. Wow, like DC in 2018 had Barry Allen say caca poo poo twice when talking about an enemy. Oh, so yeah, we get the fate of Lois and John revealed. And here's the very first panel. We get Bendis just drowning us in dialogue. And all this dialogue is dialogue that's already happened in previous issues. And here's something that I've seen in this run. Bendis repeats the same fucking scene over and over and over again. He'll literally have the same dialogue, same exact dialogue. Like, he's like flashbacking from just like the previous issue. And it's just, I don't know. For me, it's just annoying. It's like, okay, maybe if you're like flashbacking, like, from like, I don't know, 10 issues earlier or something, maybe. But this is a 6-issue miniseries. Why are you flashing back to like the previous issue? It just, I don't know. Like, and it's stuff like this that like we don't need to see again. We already kind of get it. There's conflict between the Clark family about John wanting to leave and blah blah blah. So yeah, so the reason why John wants to leave is because apparently there is a alternate reality version of John that killed millions of people because his solar flare power went out of control and killed. Yeah, it killed a lot of people. Speaking of the solar flare, didn't Superman literally just use the solar flare in like 2 issues back? Like, I mean, it was basically the solar flare, but not the solar flare, because the solar flare, like, it drains Superman of all his powers. Like, it basically makes him like almost like a regular human for a while because he needs to recharge again. But it literally had no effect on him. So like Bendis can't even get that right. But yeah, apparently John is upset that there's an alternate reality version that kills a bunch of people by accident, and then I don't know. It's just like that's your reason? Because an alternate reality version went rogue, or it didn't? The alternate reality version didn't even go bad. He just kind of lost control of his powers. I don't know. It's just, you would think that they would realize that there's a different reality of like, I mean, there's probably a reality where Superman isn't his dad or Lois isn't his mom. There's probably a reality where he is an Atlantean. There's probably a reality where he's a Green Lantern. There's probably a reality where he's the son of Darkseid, like, or Doomsday or something. Like, there's so many different alternate realities, and there's, I don't know. That seems like a very poor excuse. It just seems like Bendis just wanted to get him and Lois out of the series. I thought this right here was stupid. So John's also upset that he got kicked out of the Titans. And we have Lois say the Titans of... Really? Lois doesn't know about the Teen Titans? Come on now. Lois knows who the Teen Titans are. If John says that he got kicked out of the Titans, Lois will know immediately, oh, he's talking about the Teen Titans. Why this the Titans of? This is so stupid. And it's right here. The Teen Titans. The gold standard of superhero team dynamic. And then Superman, Clark. Well, the Justice League is really the gold. Really? Clark isn't a braggart. Clark wouldn't say something like this. He wouldn't be like, you're wrong. The Justice League is really actually the gold standard, but whatever. Like, it seems like Bendis trying to throw in some Bendis humor, and Bendis humor sucks. Speaking of Bendis humor, we're gonna get some more Bendis humor soon. So Superman flies to the center of the Earth where he meets. I don't even remember what the hell this guy's name is, but the dude who destroyed Krypton. And you would think, okay, here's a guy who destroyed Krypton, killed all of your family members, all of your people, basically came to Earth, took what was left of your people in, is it Kandor? The little Kryptonians. He murdered all of them, so he committed genocide on the Kryptonians twice. Beat the crap out of you. Probably killed some, I don't know, hundreds of people in Metropolis during, the battle between you two. And is going down to Earth to blow it up. And you would think, okay, Superman he's going to rush up behind him and sneak attack him, maybe punch him in the face or something. I don't know. Just something, right? No, he just kind of casually shows up. He's like, hey, what you got there? What technology is that? I'm sorry? I don't recognize the technology. Are you attempting to speak to me? And then Superman goes on and on, just like asking him questions. And it's like, what? Like, I know Superman is, he's like the nicer of the, Justice League members. And he's always like, he's not like punch first, ask questions later kind of guy. But this is a dude who literally committed genocide on your people, who threatened your life, is about to try to blow up the whole Earth, and you're just like casually asking him questions. Oh, this is stupid. So then, we go back to the past where we have Jor-El basically saying, here's how he's going to help John. John needs perspective. Travel and experience will provide him with tools he needs to thrive and survive. Here, lovely as it can be, this primitive planet is limiting to someone like him. That's your thing. Like you're not basically like taking him under your wing and you're gonna be training him how to fight and all that stuff. Not to mention, it'd be kind of weird if he does, because he's a scientist. He's not a warrior, right? I don't know. My Superman mythos isn't the greatest, and I'm more familiar with like the older stuff, so I don't know if they've like retconned a bunch of that, but. Still, yeah, you're not going to train him how to fire anything. You're just going to take him around on the sightseeing tour of the galaxy. And that's supposed to help him mature as a person. I don't know. I guess there's some truth to it, but I think he would get more perspective being around, his dad, who's a superhero, being around like members of the Justice League, around the Teen Titans, being around stuff like that, a lot better. And Lois decides to go with him. Like Lois is like, all right, you know what? Let's send John with this suspicious Jor-El, and I'm gonna go with him. And her thing is, I get to choose a second book. This is gonna be my second book. Just to think about, she's thinking almost about herself. Well, I guess herself and John, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, like, this is like a huge thing. Obviously, Clark doesn't want it to happen. Lois at first doesn't want it to happen, but now she wants it to happen because John wants it to happen. And I'm just like, lady, you're the parent. You and Clark are the parents. Like, if you say no, that's it. He's not going. Don't constantly ask what your kid wants to do and then do it. I'm not saying completely ignore your kid and their needs or anything like that, but this isn't a need. This is a desire. This is a huge desire. And this is a desire that probably doesn't need to be done. And I don't know. Like, it's one thing to help out your kids and things like that, and it's another to just, like, completely give them everything that they want. Because they're not going to... the reason why our society is the way it is now is because everybody got a participation trophy. Everyone pretty much got what they wanted. And now when they grow up and they realize, hey, the real world doesn't revolve around me. Like I can't just always get what I want. Well, then you get people throwing hissy fits and basically acting like babies in their 30s. So, I don't know. That's kind of like a little rant, but This isn't. John doesn't need this. You guys don't want this. Don't give it to him. Clark is like the only one that's like, making any sense. He's like, no, I want you guys here with me. Here's another thing so this is still from the same. This is this is present time, but the dialogue here is in the past. Then the boy will be safe. This is Jor-El talking. The boy will be safe with me. And then Clark, I will be safe. John, I will be safe with him. And this is Jor-El. And I have superpowers. Just FYI. Just want to throw that out there to the group. You can talk all you want. Really? This guy speaks like that? Just FYI, I got superpowers. Just wanted to throw it out there to you guys, Okay, I'll just stay here while you guys talk. That's Jor-El? Come on, man. Like, Bendis, you're not funny. Knock it off with the fucking Bendis speak. It sucks. You're not funny, Bendis. And having grown-ass men who are supposed to be scientists in their 50s? I mean, Clark is in his 30s? So, Jor-El's got to be like in his 50s or 60s or something. You having him speak like this? Just FYI? Why is Jor-El saying FYI? Why is he speaking in text speak? English text speak. FYI? Really? FYI should not be coming out of Jor-El's mouth. This is stupid. This makes no sense. I hate Bendis' dialogue. I hate Bendis as a writer. I don't know. Like, a lot of people just talk him up as being this great, writer and stuff. Maybe in the past, but what in the past couple of years has he done that's been any good? Nothing. His Champions has been absolute shit. His Iron Man has been absolute shit. His Man of Steel has been pretty bad. I don't know. Some people seem to like it, but I just find it dumb. I hate this Bendis speak. Bendis cannot do dialogue at all. His dialogue writing is cockapoo. Here's another stupid Bendis moment. Hey, if Damien comes by looking for me, tell him to stay out of my third drawer. In fact, no one should go into my third drawer. In fact, hold on. I have to check on something. And something blows up. I took care of the drawer situation. Is this supposed to be like some kind of porn stash joke? Because John is 10, 11? That's way too young for that. I don't know. Another reason why I hate this is because this is supposed to be a serious, dramatic moment. Jor-El is coming and taking Clark's family away from him. And yeah, he's saying he's going to protect them and blah, blah, blah. But Clark, his whole thing is he loves his family. And his family loves him. There's no really family dysfunction going on here. At least not until Bendis showed up. His wife is leaving. His son is leaving. He doesn't know how long they're leaving for. This is a serious, dramatic moment. You have them speaking about how basically we are Krypton's only survival. Jonathan needs this. Here's a deep space communicator. So if you need to speak with your kids, speak your mind. I think you handled this poorly, and now my house is in disarray. See, this is a serious, dramatic moment, and then you have some kind of porn stash joke being shoehorned in between all this. It's just, the tone is very off. I would not have this here. In fact, I don't know if I would even show. You know what? Maybe for dramatic reasons, or just like a visual thing, I would have John and Lois on this side, just to really emphasize the fact that you're taking my family away from me. Have them they're not siding with Jor-El, but just visually they're on his side of the room. So then now Clark is isolated. He's by himself while his dad, his wife, and kids are on the other side. That would have been really good. And then just keep them quiet. That's what I would have done. But having this shoehorn joke, it totally disrupts the tone of this scene. And then I just found myself like, am I supposed to be laughing at the scene, or am I supposed to be like sad for Clark? I don't know what's going. Like, what's the tone? What's the feeling I'm supposed to be having? Because I'm having none of these. So, yeah, that's what I would have done. I hated this whole page. Some people found it funny, the whole drawer joke. I don't know. I just think it's stupid. It completely disrupts the tone. So yeah. Also, I thought this was kind of weird. So Lois is fired from her job at the Daily Bugle, and this is the only the only panel we get. We basically get Lois said, "I think I'm fired," and then Clark's like, "Yeah, he said fire. I was listening." Oh well, that's literally her reaction. Her reaction to being fired from her job of how many years is, "Oh well." Like, Bendis, do you even care? Like, do you understand these characters whatsoever? I mean, I'm not even a Superman fan, and I would get that this would be a big thing for her. So yeah, we cut back to the present day where Superman is trying to fight. I don't even remember this guy's name. That's how forgettable he is. I'll be honest with you guys. I find the whole him destroying Krypton to be stupid. I like the whole Krypton kind of destroyed themselves because of their egos. Like there's something poetic about that. But now we basically just got Dragon Ball Frieza ripoff. And yes, I know Dragon Ball actually ripped off from Superman first, but I mean the whole alien comes and destroys our planet thing. I don't know. I like the fact that it got destroyed because of your own ego. But yeah, Superman's fighting this guy and not really doing much. I mean, it looks like maybe he's getting the upper hand here, but he really doesn't. And then of course, Supergirl shows up. Boom, one hit, knocks this dude out. Well, not knocks him out, but she basically beats the crap out of him. And she sucks him into the Phantom Zone. So Clark in 6 issues does nothing against this guy. Supergirl in like 2 panels basically hits him and then sucks him up into the Phantom Zone and wins. So Clark, in this issue, Clark gets cucked by his dad and he gets cucked by Supergirl. All right, interesting. And here's another thing. I have to chase these clues. Like Kara basically tells Superman, I gotta leave. I have to chase these clues back to where they come from. I'm going to find out the real truth about Krypton and us. I'm going to find out who else knew about him, it or us. Wasn't she a teenager when Krypton got destroyed? Wouldn't she know if it got destroyed because of this dude? Like, it's not like she was a baby and she was like sent off the planet before it got destroyed. Like, she was literally around. She was around when the whole chaos was going down. She just ended up getting off like seconds before the planet got destroyed. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I guess it's just a way to write her off. But yeah, it just seems weird. And then we got Sad Boy Superman. Yeah, so that's how it ends. I mean, there's like another surprise, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to show too much of the comic, and I don't want to spoil everything for anyone who actually wants to read it. But yeah, that was the final issue of Man of Steel, and then of course it's going to continue in Action Comics and the Superman standalone. So yeah, that's Bendis's Man of Steel run. I hate it. Like, maybe the first issue or 2 was okay, even though like it had a lot of like stuff that I didn't like in it. It wasn't like that terrible. It wasn't as bad as like I was expecting it to be. But then as the series went on, it did get like as bad as I was expecting it to be, especially the last issue with the whole Caca poo poo. And this issue didn't really fix it. I thought the whole Lois and John leaving. I mean, if you guys want to let them leave, fine, but come give us a better reason, like that. I'd give us a better reason, and then pick what tone you want for that scene, because you write it like it's supposed to be serious, which it is, but then you throw in like a bunch of humor, and it's just like, am I supposed to be laughing or am I supposed to be sad? I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling right now. And then just this stupid dialogue, like Jor-El saying FYI, and the whole thing is just dumb. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this series. Um, yeah. I mean, yeah. For a moment, I was thinking, okay, maybe actually it is John talking, but no, because okay, this is Jor-El, this is John. Is this supposed to be like John, Jor-El? That doesn't. I don't know. This whole thing is just confusing. I can tell who these two are because he says the boy, and then he says I will be safe with him. So I can tell these two, but these, I don't know. Maybe it is John. Either way, it's still stupid. Like you shouldn't be talking like this. I get he's 10 or 11, but at least I don't know. Just make this scene dramatic. Like this whole George joke just ruins it. And like I said, I would move them over here. This is just thrown out there. She got fired from her job of so many, her iconic job, and her only reaction is, oh well. Having Clark basically get shown up by Supergirl, who basically beats this guy in like 2 moves. I don't know. This whole thing is stupid. But yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Did you guys like this run? Are you guys looking forward to more Bendis Superman, or is it as bad as you guys were expecting it to be, or what? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. So yeah, if you guys like this video and you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell for notification, hit the like, leave a comment down below, share this with others, tweet it out. You know, just help build the channel. I'm trying to reach 300 by the end of the summer. Not the end of the summer, the end of the year. I'm at like 260 right now. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you guys think. But yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Later.